I am not teaching, I am publicly learning. But hi and welcome to Learning for Life in the UK test, part 126, the First World War, part 2, and this is probably about war, and while we're doing that, standing yoga, and if you participate in the standing yoga, that is at your own risk. So the beginning of the 20th century in Britain was a time of optimism. Britain was a thriving nation. They had a thriving industry, they had an admired navy, they had more and more laws to improve social life, so the workers got more rights and pensions were given to people who were unemployed or too old, and also for unemployed people, and there was support for mothers and their children if there was a divorce or a separation. And MPs, so members of parliament, MPs, got a salary if they worked in the parliament. So people were able to work in the parliament as their occupation, and not just if they can find the free time in their other time where they had to work. This area of optimism and progress was cut short when war broke out between several European nations. So this area where people hope that the world is getting better and that we can improve all the situations was then cut short, so it was ended, because in the European continent, between several nations, the First World War broke out. We're actually going into details. On the 28th June 1914, Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria was assassinated. So this set off a chain of events leading to the First World War. So it was that some people, probably unrelated to any bigger political movements in whole Europe between the different countries, assassinated the Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria. He would have been, I think, the next King of Austria or something like that, but it was Austria-Hungarian, so the whole countries were differently. A very important figure in Europe was assassinated. And they're just saying, well, this event led to, this set off a chain of events leading to First World War I. The countries in Europe were all connected through alliances. And if one country declared war on another, that set off the next country declaring war on them. So Austria-Hungarian, because of their Archduke, was murdered, assassinated, which is the same, declared war on, I think it was Serbia. And Germany, or the King of Germany was, I think the name, I don't know what the name is in English, declared was a partner of Austria-Hungarian. Austria-Hungarian was the same country in the time. And Germany said, we're gonna support Austria in the war on, I think it was Serbia, I'm not sure about all that. And so directly, not just Austria won the war, but Germany directly said we want to participate in that, and they directly supported Austria. Now there were directly three countries at war. But whatever country it was, it could be Serbia, had also partners. And I don't know who it was, but I don't just want to say names of countries, but basically when the partners of a country on which Germany declared war had an allegiance with that country, and now they said, you are taking that country, now we are taking you. And then the next country said, you are attacking France because France is supporting them. And then Germany said, we are declaring war on France. And when Germany was declaring war on France, I don't know exactly, maybe we will explain it, but basically when Britain said, France is at war, we have to defend France. So we were defending France against Germany, which was supporting Austria, which was attacking Serbia, which was supported, I don't know, Italy or something. So basically one country was declaring war on another, and then all the friends of that country declared war on that country and all the supporting countries. And now because that country was attacking that, another country said, you are attacking that country, we are attacking you, we are friends with that country. And it took 1 month, and after this July, it happened in June, the assassination of the Archduke of Austria-Hungarian, and during July, every 3-4 days, another country in Europe declared war on the other ones. So after basically a complete optimistic beginning of the 20th century, in 1 month, all countries declared war on each other. And the whole continent was in war, and because of the colonies and the big empires, the whole world, so that's why it's called the First World War. So, on the 28th June 1914, the Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria was assassinated. This set off a chain of events leading to the First World War, lasting from 1940 until 1980. But while the assassination proved the trigger for war, other factors such as growing sense of nationalism in many European states, increased militarism, imperialism, and the division of major European powers into two camps all set the conditions for war. So I said that with the Navy. England had an admired navy, but also an envied navy. Especially Germany wanted to build up, under Wilhelm II, their navy. And Germany built over these 20 years, which he was reigning from, I don't know exactly, after. So Germany did not just admire the British Navy was not just beautiful, but other peoples wanted to have the same or even more, and for example, Germany wanted to have a navy as well as Britain, and they built their navy up, and also other countries did the same. So it was a time of a growing sense of nationalism, so that many countries had pride in. But it is more. It is not patriotism. It is nationalism. It is a little bit different. I'm not able to explain the difference right now. Increased militarism, so that the states were investing more in military. Imperialism, so that more countries, also Germany, had colonies. We already had that France and England were in conflict because they had the same ambitions and colonies around the world. Also Germany did that. Wanted many countries in the Germany had also in South Africa. Or we had with the Boer War, where Dutch settlers were there and when they were fighting with the British. And there were many countries during this imperialism which Britain has done. And like Britain had a great navy, many other countries wanted to have a great navy. And now there were many countries in whole Europe for many years expanding, doing imperialism and building out their military. And the division of the major European powers into two camps. That is what they mean. They mean that the two main parties, the Germany and Austria-Hungary and their friends, against the other one, the Entente powers, or something how they call it, that were Britain, France, but also more. I don't know about other countries, but that is what I mean. The division of the major European powers into two camps. I think they don't mean political camps. I think they mean here now the countries on one side and the countries on the other side. All set the conditions for war. Something like that. Power into two camps. Set the conditions, so it had to happen before the war. Yes, but these are the allegiances, which I said, I think. That there were many. It was the. I forgot her name. These were the allegiances. I don't know the name anymore. So there were allegiances. And two main allegiances. One were Britain and France, and 10 others, and the others one were Germany, Austria, Hungary as the main, and then also 10 other countries. Something like that. And if one of them declared war, the other, or the other one end the war, basically that. The conflict was centered in Europe, but it was a global war involving nations from around the world. Britain was part of the Allied powers, which included, amongst others, France, Russia, Japan, Belgium, Serbia, and later Greek, Italy, Romania, and the United States. The whole of the British Empire was involved in the conflict. For example, more than 1 million Indians fought on behalf of Britain, lots of different countries, and around 40,000 were killed. Men from West Indies, Africa, Australia, New Zealand, and Canada also fought with the British. The Allies fought against the Central Powers, mainly Germany, the Austro-Hungarian Empire, the Ottoman Empire, and later Bulgaria. Millions of people were killed or wounded, with more than 2 million British casualties. One battle of the British attack at the Somme in July 1916 resulted in about 60,000 British casualties on the first day alone. The First World War ended at... The First World War ended at the 11th November 1918, with victory for Britain and its allies, and that is an important day in Britain. We will come to that. So, we will do what I just read so fast, completely in detail in the next video. I thank you very much. And until next time, if you continue, if not, we're having 6 minutes for standing yoga. If you participate in it, that is at your own risk. We're having your feet standing together, and we're breathing in, and we're doing the eagle's wings. We're breathing in and lifting the arms up. Slowly, majestic, and meditate. And again, out and down with the arms. And breathe in and lift the arms up. And we're breathing out, the arms again down. Now breathe out, lower the arms and up the chest to the sky, the crab in the morning. And breathe in, bring the arms again up. And out, get down with the arms. And again in into the middle. Close the hands and breathe out, read in the wind, the leaning back. And breathe in into the middle again. And breathe out, leaning it back. And again into the middle. And out the arms down. Now a triangle. These toes are pointing in this direction, these toes into these directions. You're breathing in and lifting the arms up. And they're breathing out, and just the upper part of the body shifts over. Breathe up and down. Take a hold onto the leg and looking up to the leg. Breathe in into the middle again. Change the positions of the feet. And out. Lean over to the other side. Shift. And go down with your arm. Up with the other arm. Look up. And breathe in again into the middle. And now we're standing cat and cow. An inch space between the feet. We're breathing in. Down on our knees. And we're breathing out and making a hill with back, which is the cat. Breathe in into the middle again. And out the cow. And again in into the middle. And out a hill with back. And again in into the middle. And out the cow. And again in into the middle. And out a hill with back. In the last time. And out to the position of the cow. Breathe in the middle. And out and coming slowly around back up, making a big width shoulder. And now we're doing the chair. Again, an inch space between the feet. We're breathing in and lifting the arms up. And we're breathing out. And breathe in and come up onto tiptoes. And we're going to stay the whole exercise on tiptoes. If it's too much, you can just take a breath. And again out. And again in. And out we're going down into the chair. And breathe in and come up again. And out, sink again down. And breathe in, come again up. And out again down. And we're ending with breathing in and up. And out, the arms down. And heels down. Now the feet are standing together, breathing in and lifting the arms up. And we're breathing out, we're doing the down diving dolphin. Now breathe in and bend the right leg. And breathe out and stretch only the left leg. And breathe in, straighten the right leg and breathe out and bend the left leg. Breathe in, straighten the left leg and out and bend the right leg. Breathe in and the same change again. And out and stretch only the right leg. Go in and stretch both at the same time. Breathing in and lifting the right arm to the sky and breathing out and stretching the right arm high into the sky. We're looking over the right shoulder. And breathe in, take the arm again in and out, stretching and down. And breathe in and open the left arm to the sky and breathe out and stretch the left arm up to the sky. Look over the left shoulder. and then take the arm again in and out and stretch down. And now breathe in and come up into monkey half-twist. And out again down. Breathe in into doing the up diving swan. And out and coming down. I thank you very much. And have a nice time.